everybody. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa. Today is a Friday. Lord, my hair. My mom made me like wrestle a rooster a minute ago, and I don't know. That's probably part of my problem. I apologize. But it is Friday, so grab something red. Make sure you're wearing something red. Drink out of something red. Don't drink something red because it probably has dye in it and all that stuff. But anyway, every Friday we are ED. Remember, everyone deployed. So big cheers to the military and all of their families that keep us safe. And let's see what Westwood's drinking. Probably nothing. I don't know. Right after this. Happy Friday, Westwood. How's it going?
Happy Friday, lovely Litecoin Lisa. Where can I find your video here?
It's still not up.
That's. I mean, is it? It's very frustrating.
Really?
I don't understand it.
Maybe you got unsubscribed.
No, because I'm on your channel.
Oh.
I'm looking at it now. I'm going to get out of YouTube. Maybe close it out. Go back in.
It says it's streaming to YouTube, and
well, there it is now. I don't know. It's cached, just like me.
So
Cached out.
So we had the big Cloudflare.
Yes.
Crash or infiltration. Who knows what happened
right.
This week? And during that time, or right after that time, like Mom and I went to somewhere. I don't know. We went somewhere that morning, left the house, and when I came back at noon, like my phone went like, and I had friends going, "Are you okay?" Because like they're texting me stuff. One of my friends, he buys out well, sometimes estate sales, but sometimes like storage units and stuff. Yeah. And so he had bought out this big storage unit, and he was sharing pictures with me, and he's like, usually you respond to that, and then there were some other, I think you might have even texted me, and then
not a word from Westwood. No, I don't know. Who knows?
And then my daughter texted me, and I got none of these text messages. I missed phone calls and text messages for like at least that whole morning. I don't know, what the night before, but it was really weird. And I wondered if that had to do with, if that Cloudflare was part of an AT&T thing, or if other people were seeing their phones like kind of skipping a beat or what.
It's a good question. I'm not sure. Cloudflare is just kind of a seamless security gateway in between, when you go and search for something or go to a website, it'll just filter, kind of a firewall type thing. Not a firewall, but it's, checks the traffic essentially for a lot of different things. Okay. And then when that goes down, it's like, can't get to the website, can't get to X, can't get to whatever's using it. And it was something like, I don't know, 100 million people affected. I don't know what the number was. It was quite a bit in the US. It was a good chunk.
Interesting.
For a few hours. And so it could have been. I mean, it could have had something to do with it. Anytime you're using web-based traffic and it's using that, then, I mean, think about it when your robot's not able to connect in your house. What's it going to do? I don't know. Just shut down.
Ease up. I don't know.
Right in the middle of dishes. Right in the middle of making you a sandwich, the robot stops.
Rosie just shuts down.
Right.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Oh, you asked what I was drinking. I got something red here. I got a bucket of red Fireball.
Oh Lord.
No,
okay.
It's sealed. I'm not drinking any of this crap.
Okay.
That's for all y'all when you come over.
It's for when we all get there.
Fireball everywhere. I don't drink that.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And you're pinking it up, but you're ready for blackout. So everybody's looking at Black Friday coming up. Not today, but next Friday will be Black Friday. You're prepped and ready.
Punish the banks. Yeah, punish the banks. Buy Litecoin. That's what it says on it.
Maybe some of that will be going on.
Superman type stuff you're talking about, last night.
Yeah.
I'm busting out here. Yeah. I'm more the Batman psychology though, actually. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look out. Yeah.
You like the Batman stuff.
Yeah, the darker psychological struggles of Batman. Yeah, I'm more into that.
I don't know.
I like it because he's a human being and he's got all the wonderful toys, as the Joker says. It's an intelligence game with him. It's
Mhm.
outthinking and that kind of thing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the few superheroes that is or maybe one of the
He's a
only.
man. I mean, he's a human. He
Mhm.
doesn't have any special powers other than, the technology and what he creates to navigate, through it.
Yeah.
Or Alfred helps create.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, um, yeah.
Because he's got a brain. That's what I like. He's got to think, anyway.
And critically think. Yeah.
Yes. Problem
Even
solver.
because if a tool is available, then that tool is available in theory to everyone.
Yeah.
That goes kind of to the Epstein stuff with the Bitcoin funding and all that kind of stuff. Because right now we're watching markets tank, and of course Bitcoin's always the bad guy. When any, we watched it happen with FTX, which that really wasn't even about crypto. It was, them moving money around with, anyway, we all know that wasn't
making it up, saying they have it and they don't have it. They just, sure, we'll sell it to you. We'll take your cash and, do other things.
We'll take your cash, though, which is not crypto. And that's what the blame keeps stopping right there.
Mm-hmm.
Is, it's just Bitcoin or crypto or whatever.
It's crypto's fault that this is all happening, this damn Bitcoin, and it's like, no, I mean, they're operating as a basically leveraged bank that has no money and they're creating money out of nothing. Well, it's kind of, they probably just didn't have an FDIC license or whatever it is, otherwise they would have been fine.
Well, and isn't that kind of like the Bernie Madoff thing, like the whole NVIDIA thing where they were like loaning money to another company to be able to buy the chips from themselves? Like it's like the telephone thing when you're a kid and you tell your mom, I'm spending the night at Barbara's house. And Barbara says, well, I'm spending the night at Cindy's house. And Cindy says she's spending the night at what's her name's house. And then, but we all know nobody was to be found. Yeah,
it's like that one meme to where it's like, it's a guy and a gal in the bedroom sitting on the bed, and then the phone rings and then what is it? The guy says, oh, it's my wife. She says she's with you. Anyway.
But
yeah, one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Uncovered, leveraged up.
But this has everyone's attention. The Epstein
it does.
Thing.
And you got Trump making big statements.
Yeah.
Very big statements.
So if they do uncover this to show, the beginnings of whatever and how they used, and that's what I'm wondering now, if the Epstein list has less to do about trafficking massage girls, then maybe the list is more about moving around money to
fund operations, because if you really read any of Whitney Webb stuff and you see how this whole deep state was created, it's kind of the same thing. It's just expanded and you've got different pockets of it and they all interconnect. Mm-hmm. And it's just grown to that extent to where they're involved in everything. It's basically like a mafia in a way, to where they've kind of, and they're involved too. I mean, it's all intertwined and connected and they compromise each other all the time. And speaking of compromise, you hear this thing barking? Do you hear her barking?
No, it comes out.
Okay,
I hear Mitch every once in a while screaming.
Okay, well, good. It picks up on the human voice, I guess.
It picks up on the human voice, but not the dog. Yeah.
Not the dog frequency. Yeah.
Every once in a while, I can hear Mitch.
So anyway, it's all intertwined from that standpoint of, and that's kind of your deep state. So is there one governing body force behind it, one person that masterminds it? Probably not. It's just a network of criminals that have capitalized and built their little kingdoms within, the big kingdom, just like everything else. I mean, you got a king, but then you've got your nobles. That's why the Magna Carta was signed, because it's like the nobles said, hey, we're done with this. We're not giving you any more troops or gold. You're going to sit down and you're going to sign this and, we're going to abide by it. Mm-hmm. And so you've got these factions of powerful people that, well, they're going to compromise each other. House and Cards type stuff. Have you ever watched that series? And that's
Mm.
just kind of how it works. And so, yeah, I think it unwinds a lot of different things because they're all interconnected. I mean, all these people are compromised at some level, in some
So
way.
oh gosh, I can't remember where it is now. I don't think it's the Smithsonian, but somewhere they are unveiling or going to be putting on display for the first time ever the complete Constitution, including the
Is
fifth
it the
page.
National Archives?
Is it the National
I think it's
Archives?
at the National Archives. Yeah.
Okay. The significance of this is that the fifth page was signed by George Washington, and that it lays out how states are supposed to implement the Constitution,
Okay.
or how
Three-fifths vote or
how it
something.
applies to states. Maybe that's a better way of saying it.
Okay.
Have you heard
Interesting.
about this, or how
No, I'm not really that familiar with it. As far as
they've kept
that
it from
goes.
everyone?
Well, it doesn't surprise me. We just left that out. It's like the Bible. Oh, we'll just leave that book out.
Yeah.
It doesn't really apply. It doesn't fit the needs of the emperor, so we're just going to leave that out of the collection.
Yeah. So now I'm thinking like, wow, there's going to be some, it's not that it wasn't always there, but we haven't always been looking, and we weren't shown it. You had
No,
to go looking for it.
correct.
This is one
Yeah,
of
that's
the
it.
ones
The
can say,
information's all there. It's all out there, and I guess that's the benefit of AI in a way, because it might get out of control and start revealing things it shouldn't. That they've been locking back, and it becomes uncontrollable on that front, but it can on the other side too. So again, it's just like the internet. It just gets out there, and once you let Pandora's, once that opens up the box, everything goes, and so that's the danger of this whole thing, um and the benefit.
yeah,
So it's just another tool, that
I
stuff.
don't know, I'm kind of excited about
But
it,
yeah,
to
the
be honest.
information's all out there, you just got to go find it.
Yeah, and then I was looking in, some of my little research, and saw, one of the Q posts was saying, because people are still like, oh, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. And I'm like, but we've always known. Q
Yeah,
said in July of 2019, they said, watch the next 6 years, or we have 6 more years.
right,
So
where
we
we at?
knew at that point that it was going to be from now until July 2026,
Right, because
before the end.
that's, I mean, if you have this meticulous operation that is so well planned out and thought out and timelined, and it's probably because they're time travelers or something, and just go back and fill in the blanks because they know what's happening, and then play the roles, play the movie script, because we already know the end, and so they go back and play. It's just like you're talking about Wicked, talking about Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Okay, we've all seen the Wizard of Oz. You might have read the book, the Silver Slippers versus the Ruby Slippers, but now we're going to make it into a musical so that everybody can see it on network TV, on a Wednesday night or whatever
Yeah.
night it was. And so it's like, yeah, we already knew the story and all, but now we're just going to kind of play it out in a different way so that everybody gets to watch it. And so that's probably what's happening. We already know the end game. Or they already know what's happening. And now it's just, okay, we're going to go back and reenact it
Yeah,
a
but
different
the
way.
evil is still working and all that. Like,
Yeah.
my little friend, our neighbor, she said she was going to take her daughter to go see it. And then she's like, yeah. And then I heard today, like on social media, whatever, that the two lead people on Wicked are like, have decided to be gay lovers together or something. And I'm like, why even make the announcement? Plus, isn't one of them just diagnosed with COVID? Like, it's not a good time to
Well,
start dating.
and then you look back at that. I mean, wasn't she on that Nickelodeon series? And then
Mhm.
with that Dan, what's his name? I can't
Yep.
remember his last name. Don't want to say it wrong.
Yeah, that big pervert.
So yeah, so you see kind of you can look at it different ways of, okay, they've been harmed in this and that, and now they're gonna, help facilitate the movie along and, play these roles, to help fix the things. I mean, who knows? It's multifaceted, I think.
Or is it to shove
But
it
you've
in
got
people's faces when people are like, "Look, we're sick of that and we're done with it."
right. And so
Like,
that's that
"Oh, this is
right.
who we
So
are."
exactly. And so it's like I said, it's multifaceted and it uncovers a lot of different things in the whole process of doing it. I don't know what the truth is, as far as all that goes, but there's a there. And now that's up on the front screen for everybody to look at. And you can go back and do your research and come up with what you want to come up with. But it's interesting the roles that certain people are playing, that have been affected in different ways in the past. So
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
is.
just like the Kirk thing, the Charlie Kirk's wife. I mean, and I mean, you look at Pam Bondi. I mean, you go back and kind of look at their history, and it's like, wait a minute. It's almost like
Jay
they're getting
Clayton.
prepped for these roles, for their lives, and I mean, even presidents. I mean, you look at them and it's like, wait a minute, they've been groomed for this whole thing their whole lives to play a certain
Mhm.
role, and it's a movie. That's really what it is.
It is. And it's
It's
so
central
crazy to
casting.
think that a country of people that were told home of the free and land of the brave could be psyoped their entire lives, generations, to believe that their leaders were actually acting on their behalf or um all the things, like if it's really was all if this was a movie the whole time
Mhm,
and the what we've been presented through TV, television,
mhm.
and all of that has been
Programs on
the
television,
programs and the
programming.
mind control and
Mhm,
the grid, and that we live our Greg, my friend Greg from WBRT Design Heretic, wrote this really beautiful piece about should I should know what it's called, but something about beginning the adult or becoming the adult or something like that. And he's talking about like it's like humans right now we're struggling to just be human. Like
mhm.
you go to the store and you're trying to like get your prescription or get a check out at a whatever. Well, because of all these rules and functions and whatever, well, I have to push this button. If I can't push this button, you can't take that, you know, piece of bread home or whatever. So it just stuff that doesn't even make sense to people. And they're like, well, I guess I'll just go home with no bread because she couldn't push the button because they didn't have their license because you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
right.
it
Yeah, it's like
just
I guess I don't get any beer because it's not 21 and can't scan the friggin' beer for me.
this is Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday. It's not noon yet. Whatever. Whatever
Yeah.
rule, the
God bless
locality.
Arkansas. But
Yeah,
there are drawbacks. Um, I just have to say. Oh Lord.
it's
What
3 a.m. I'm going to Casey's. And it's fine. Around
no,
here.
you're not here.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, did I send you the grok on the wormwood on the absinthe?
yeah.
Okay, I thought I did. Because you were the one that introduced me to absinthe. I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, Wormwood's been my, friend and enemy.
Never heard of it before in my whole life.
Yeah,
And then I don't even know how many years ago you showed me the bottle, and
yeah. The
I'm
Green
sure you
Green
already knew
Fairy.
you knew it was coming in the story, and I had no clue what you're talking about. And then
Right
the
here.
float there you go. The FLOTUS report, beautiful. The FLOTUS report says she's wearing an absinthe green
Mhm.
dress. So then last night I'm on with Skullcap and I go back and I go to the FLOTUS report and it now says an emerald green dress. And I'm like,
Ah,
we
Emerald
took a
City.
screenshot of our text and I'm like, no, no, no. It used to say absinthe green, which is the wormwood. And wormwood
Yeah,
is only mentioned once, right? In the Q posts.
I think so. Something like that. It's in the Bible too. I think it's in Revelation. I mean, it might be another
Really?
time. Yeah, yeah. Waters will taste like wormwood. I think.
Stop it.
Become bitter. Yeah, look it up. Where's it at in the Bible? Wormwood. Wormwood? Revelation, isn't it? The waters will become bitter like wormwood. Yeah. I got my staff thinking on it right
Well,
now.
then
Crack staff, looking it up.
watch the water. And remember how so
Yeah.
many people were like, anyway, not being able to taste things and whatever
Yeah.
with
There's just so much multifaceted. Always there's multi levels. It's like, you bring the two towers down on 9/11 and building 7, there are multiple reasons for that to happen.
Mhm.
Everything is a multifaceted operation. Mhm.
Yes.
Revelations 8:11 is one reference.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Hold on. I have
okay,
my little
Proverbs 5:4 is another one, first
oh,
reference.
it's mentioned multiple
Yeah, it's
times
the
in the
old
Bible.
ending. Yeah. The Bible has that ties things together, old new. Boom. This dog is going crazy over here. I don't know if you can hear her.
she probably can hear, or she knows I wrestled a chicken for about
Yes,
5 seconds. And
probably.
I lost because I was like, he started wiggling. He's a rooster. He's gigantic.
Oh, yeah.
And he started wiggling, and I was like, Mom! She goes, you big chicken or baby. I don't know what she called me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's like, damn it. Anyway, she was trying to find some medicine for it or whatever. But then my sweet son-in-law came over and wrestled the chicken while Nana found the medicine. Let me find this wormwood thing.
There's a dip there. Come on, dog.
I know I had sent you a whole grok thing about it.
Yeah, I remember.
It's not in our text now. Oh, you know where it is. I think I know where it is.
Send it some other method.
The secret squirrel.
It was the bat phone. That's how you say
Oh, that's why I can't get it. Also, now this is so annoying where X has started this whole weird thing about your
encrypted versus non-encrypted.
but only on the
messaging.
computer. It didn't do any of that with me on my phone.
Oh, really?
Did it not do that to you on your phone?
No, it doesn't bother me on my phone or my iPad. I haven't seen that, but I've had other people complaining about it. Maybe it is just PC-based app.
It's on a PC. It's
Yeah,
so it's
okay.
gathering like your IP or something.
Yeah, here we go. I've got it.
Do you have it?
I think.
Oh,
I got the mots. Oh, see, I got to sign in. I can't sign in on this because it's screwed up. All right, well, F it.
damn it. Okay, wouldn't it be in my grok history though?
Maybe. Might be. I made a tinfoil hat from the anyway.
From all the
From the aluminum. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was kind of funny.
I liked that.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. Okay, wormwood. Here it is. QAnon's wormwood and the bottom line. Okay, this is the actual. So the actual one that says is biblical wormwood Q. And so, hold on, I'll share this with you guys. Which they say QAnon, which everyone knows there's no QAnon, but we.
Right. No, it's Q posts. Yeah.
Yes. Q posts on 4chan, 8chan. The word wormwood appears exactly once in a very cryptic way. So this is where, like, okay, this is why wormwood hits so hard in Q circles, because it goes to Revelation 8, 10, 11. The third angel sounded his trumpet, and a great star blazed from the sky like a burning torch. Well, what did we just have? Like, we have all these meteor showers.
Meteors and
yeah, all kinds of things. And it fell to the earth on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star, the star is wormwood. And a third of the waters turned bitter. Many people died, blah, blah, blah. Poisonous plant. The Old Testament references wormwood for metaphoric business, divine judgment, and punishment for idolatry or apostasy. So it ties back to divine judgment.
Yeah, and all the inverted stuff that they've done to us, appearing to be righteous and when they're really not. So.
Well, and you're seeing
judgment is coming, right? It'll be biblical. We keep hearing that.
Trump's calling for, if they're seditious and treasonous, then carry that out.
He's just stating what the punishment is. I mean, he says Democrats need to die. And it's like, no, he's just stating what the punishment for that is if you are guilty of it.
Yeah. He said George Washington would have held them as seditious and treasonous,
Right.
I did hear a 107 that said that they were going to show the WikiLeaks video of Hillary and the little 9-year-old girl.
Ooh, that'll be rough.
And for people to guard your heart and to kind of prepare and be prepared for your families to maybe kind of be wrecked. And that was very concerning because I always felt like, for so long we've been in this thing like, nothing's happening, because, and we hear things are happening. And if you look enough. You can tell. I mean, I
Yeah.
see stuff in other articles where they are saving children and saving children from all over the world and different things. But you have to really look for it. It's not, hey, I mean, recently they just even came up with, hey, maybe Obama's chef didn't really drown in 4 feet of water.
Oh, you mean the swimmer? That drowned? Yeah, the chef.
And
Right.
there's a video of him with or on the Obama's property right before all that, and all kinds of things are coming out.
Mhm.
And so, yeah,
But
there's
yeah, you're right.
just,
They've been out there forever. I mean, we've seen it. I mean, it's been in the posts. I mean, for years.
yeah,
And you forget about it, but go back and read it. I mean, they're telling you everything that went on, and you can
but
do
they're
your own
just
research and
now
prepare.
bringing some of that to the forefront.
Right. It's coming
And
out.
it's like the remembering,
Mhm.
oh, wait, it's like if you read a book
Yeah.
and now you're watching a movie with a bunch of people. I remember hearing that description. I can't remember who gave that description. I thought that was so brilliant because that is what a lot of us feel like we're living through. And we don't know everything either, but there's several things that, like you said, we've heard for years. We think this, we see the signs pointing to this and that happening, but then there's still new people coming up that, like, they just came for the movie. They
Yeah.
didn't read the book.
Right. Just
They
showed up. And
they didn't
so,
read the 4chan posts. They didn't read the 8chan posts. They didn't read all the,
yeah, this is
um,
totally new to a lot of people, and that's the point. I mean, they've always said that, you got to show people. I mean,
yeah.
you got to put it out there because most people now are visual. Not many people read. I mean, we talk with emojis, and it is what it is. So you just kind of have to. It feels like, oh my gosh, how long we got to dumb this down, and just.
But
But
but Westwood, what a
everybody's coming
perfect,
different. Yeah, like you said,
yeah,
different times, different
but what a
thoughts.
perfect time for the darkness, the lie, the evil ones to say, "You know what? Let's roll out AI so
Yeah.
everybody questions everything they see."
Absolutely.
If
Yeah,
they're
because
gonna
remember
come
they
out with
said
the truth, all we need is for them to doubt us or to
culpability,
kill.
plausible deniability we need, and so that's basically no, you're right on that. Remember when they were talking about, oh, beware of deep fakes.
Yep.
Watch out for the deep fakes, oh, it's a deep fake, and because they're trying to get in front of it. And but I eventually, if you've got truthful AI, that's what I mean. I mean, it's going to come up with enough truth with the information that's out there that you're not going to be able to deny it. And so they can try and get around it that way, but I don't think they are going to be able to, because you're going to have a rogue AI that just goes off and spills the truth and guts all over. I mean, and that's just what it's going to do, because the information's there and it's going to come out, and then you have to use discernment and say, wait a minute,
Yeah.
do I think that this particular congressman is a good person? I mean, or is this probably true? And so, yeah,
Yeah, well, even that stuff about Trump lately, okay, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs,
right,
he sleeps with a supermodel every night, but
yeah.
everyone thinks he was hanging with Bubba. Come
Oh, it's
on, man.
so that is silly.
It's
I saw a lot of that.
so
I'm like, really?
ridiculous.
I don't see that.
It's so obscenely
I don't see
ridiculous.
that at all.
Plus, Bubba is not into, from
Mm-mm.
what his
No,
past history is, Bubba's not into Trump.
that's never
Let's
been a
just,
thing. I mean, Obama maybe, he might be in it,
yeah,
but I mean,
I mean,
Bubba likes the ladies, the young girls. I mean, he
yeah,
ask the state police in Arkansas,
yeah,
retired, and see what happens.
yeah.
Get them some interviews.
Check his flight logs.
Right, right. Check the governor's
And
mansion, entry list.
yeah, I mean, that's where I'm just like,
Why are we
okay.
getting all these imported cigars? No.
Those are going to,
Obama's got his hot dog parties and Bill's got his cigar parties.
yeah,
A whole
gross,
different thing.
gross.
I mean, it's out there.
It's out there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it is. So
Oh, man, man, man. Anyway,
out there dangling. Anybody can just go out there and get the information.
there's tons of information. You just have
Yes.
to look. The other thing that was really exciting was the Supreme Court did pass that Trump is within all his powers, whatever, to use I believe it's 1786 Alien Act. I think it's interesting that it's called the Alien Act.
Yeah.
Because if we're dealing, depending on what kind of alien you're dealing with, it's a very broad word.
Alien or Alien Act? Alien.
Oh. Wow.
If you're unalienable and you have unalienable rights, you have unalienable rights. You can't put a lien on those rights, so nobody can take control of them. Just a different way of looking at it.
So what that parallels to me is the same messaging with the untethered, with CZ Binance putting out, which of course it was back 22 or 21, I don't know when it was. And he said that when the Titanic sinks, it will take many little floats around it down.
Yeah.
And
what did we see right before Bitcoin crashed this week? It went around Twitter or X. You had this image of Michael Saylor, in this orange boat leaving the Titanic, the Bitcoin, and the symbolism of all that. Interesting. I just thought of that.
Yes. But that's what.
And then you see Zcash pumping and it makes you wonder, is there money coming from here going into here? Is this kind of the thing? And let's not talk about Litecoin. No, let's not talk about Litecoin. That's too dangerous. It might upset the apple cart.
Well, and I heard
some money for the digital age.
Some 16-year-old Bitcoin billionaire sold a bunch of his Bitcoin, but into what? Because we've been tricked. We've been led down this path before. So I remember when Charlie Lee sold at the top, and
I know.
Then they were also like, oh yeah, so did Fluffy Pony and somebody else and somebody else. Well, did they all just diversify? You know what I mean?
Right. So Charlie Lee probably just put it in Bitcoin. I mean, it's just like just put it in this asset, and
God knows. I don't know what he did. Yeah.
Yeah. All I know is that he's still around and still developing, or driving the ship. And, the Litecoin Summit's coming up. And, he's an impetus behind that to make that happen, where it's going to be announced next week where the Litecoin Summit's going to be in 2026. Okay. Yeah, by the end of next week. I'm excited. I'm going wherever it's at, as long as it's in the U.S., because, I can't leave the U.S. without, causing a hassle. But, there's that. But hopefully it's in Nashville or, somewhere in the Midwest.
Anywhere but LA, or not LA, but Las Vegas.
Yeah, the Bitcoin Summit's in Vegas and at the end of April. So, they could likely be there.
To decouple.
I hope so. They should. I mean, now's the perfect time to decouple and just stand alone and go to a city that, Nashville would be good. That's a big draw. Nashville's not bad. And I'd go for that. No problem.
It has one of the White Houses there.
There's one in Atlanta too, I think. Or outside
There's Atlanta. One there at Tyler Perry's. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Tyler Perry has one, and Kid Rock has one, and I don't know. I'm sure there's one out in California somewhere, but what do I know?
Just don't have it in California. I don't want to go that far out there.
Gosh. No offense to all of our friends in California.
I know. As you said, we have friends in California. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
I don't want to go to California.
Yeah.
I just say that. Yeah, as long as it's not
San Francisco. Go to Wyoming or somewhere. Yeah.
That's what it was the first year, South San Francisco.
South Dakota. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I don't want to go to San Francisco.
I was there.
No, thank you. They have a map for poop. I don't want to go anywhere there's a map for poop.
The poop app.
No.
Right. I know.
No.
Right.
That's not on my list.
There's a lot of those apps, though. They're not worth
on
it.
my list,
yeah.
For sure.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Two-way. WAI. Two-way. It's like 2Y. I talked about it, I think, in my video today, to where it's crazy. I saw this being demonstrated on a news segment to where 3 minutes, Lisa, you just read something, like read your word script, whatever it is. They take and, record you saying things and saying certain words. And then that image and likeness now becomes permanent. And then AI is tied to it. And so you, as you are right now, Lisa, will live for eternity. In the AI world, so your children and grandchildren and everyone can talk to you forever. I mean,
They've
that's what
been
this app does. So when
yeah, they've
grandma
been doing
dies,
this
you're
for
still
a
talking to
while.
grandma through AI,
Mhm.
but it looks like grandma. It's like you're FaceTiming grandma
Yeah.
and talking to her. I mean,
I would just be very careful about like what the permissions are you're clicking on,
oh yeah,
because if you're giving away your NIL, your name,
right,
image, and likeness,
right.
that's where all these that's where Michael Jackson lost his
Yep.
book of music. That's where Taylor Swift
Taylor
lost her.
Swift. Yeah.
That's where a lot of these artists
Yep.
never made it big, because all the middlemen made all the money because they got them to check the box, just
Absolutely.
sign here, just sign here.
Right.
We're updating our contract. We're updating our contract.
Terms of agreement.
Sign here, click here. And then all of a sudden you've given away your name, image, and likeness, which is your property under the Constitution.
Yep.
But if you do,
But if you contract it out and just here you go,
yeah,
it's just like
then
that
you
23andMe stuff.
you're all
You know,
done
you give your DNA away, you know, and then they end up going and using it for other purposes. I mean, no, you're 100% right. I'm not supporting this at all. I'm just saying this is where things are going. I mean, you know, people now, it's going to be a very interesting future. I mean, it really is, as far as this technology, the way it rolls out, because, you know, you can look at certain percentages, bell curves, and, you know, certain percentage of people are NPCs. They're always just going to do whatever happens
Yes,
and go
they are.
along with it. They're
Yeah.
just background. I mean, they're just fillers. I mean, if we have a just society and just laws and a very charitable society, we're going to go, you know, to the soup kitchen and we're just going to go along with it. I mean, but if you have an evil society, these people are just going to be like, oh, well, everybody else is doing it. Okay, cool. Yeah. You know, and that's, you've got a big, something like 80%. I mean, it's some huge number to where people just, they're good.
They
Whatever
are.
happens, they're going to go along with it, you know, and that kind of thing. And so, I mean, I can definitely see this taking traction, and it's just, that's why we got to wake people up.
Yes, but it's
You know,
also putting it out there and letting you choose.
it is. I
You know,
know,
do you wanna be
ultimately,
a part of that system,
I
or
know
you see it for what it is,
it's
and
human
then
nature. They're going to do what they're going to do.
yeah, opt out, you know? So, it's very interesting.
Here to wake up the lions, not the lambs, right?
Did you see last night I played that, quick video on the helplessness, or
On the show?
learned helplessness?
Was it
Yeah,
on the show last night? Okay, I didn't get all the way through it. I was
that's
watching it
okay.
and didn't get it.
So, with your teaching background, I wanted to talk to you about this. So,
All right.
um, there's this thing called learned helplessness, and they did this exercise. I mean, it looks like it's probably in the 70s or 80s or whatever, but on the video, but half class, so they each get 3 words and they think they all have the same test. Half
Okay.
the class, the first 2 words are very easily solved, melon and I can't remember the other word. But then the other half, the first 2 are impossible to solve, to
Okay.
reword use the letters to make another word.
I
The
got
first
you.
2, the last word is the same for both. So she's
Okay.
going through and she's like, "Okay, first one, and as soon as you get that done, raise your hand." Well, half the class, super
Oh,
easy, raise your
easy.
hand. The other half the class is like, "I cannot do this."
But this isn't working. Come on,
And they're
Bandit.
like, and she's like, "Okay, just forget. We'll move on to number 2. Next one, unsolvable for half the class.
Mm-hmm.
The other half, no problem. Melon, lemon,
Yeah.
no
Right.
problem." And so then they get to number 3. It's the same. And I can't remember. It was like cinema or something like that, which ended up being America or
Okay.
American,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that, or cinematic. I don't know. And so then she's like, they get to number 3, and this side that had been failed, that had, struggled twice,
Yeah.
watching the win, thinking they were facing the same task,
Yeah.
is so defeated that they're like doubting themselves. They can't really do it, whatever. And
I
she's
got
like,
you.
"Look, this side of the room is not more intelligent than that side." She's like, "But tell me what you were feeling." And they were like, "Oh, I was frustrated. I felt like a failure. I felt, like I was questioning myself. When you say trust yourself all the time, this is why I
Yeah.
wanted to talk to you about this. So they're saying trust yourself, all this, or they didn't trust themselves.
Right.
So they were like, even if I came up with something, I was doubting myself. And I thought, when Chase Hughes did a great interview with Sean Ryan recently, he's a big hypnotist guy, but psychology guy, whatever. And he was talking about this. If you wonder if you're in a psyop, first of all, if you can't talk about something or ask questions, yes, you're in a psyop, which we all know that's part of what's going on. On several different layers and several different things that we all, monitor ourselves. Oh, don't say that word. Don't say this word. Make up
Yeah.
another word. And then at the same time, this system of dehumanizing a culture, a whole culture, that what do you have to do? Oh, make Instagram. And everybody who's like, my tire was flat today, is seeing everyone have their best day,
Oh yeah.
Everyone's winning. There's so much winning. And meanwhile, you're like, I'm paying my bills and I got
Yeah.
to change a dirty diaper and I've
I'm
got
tired of winning.
backyard. Yeah. I mean, those kind of things. So it's like,
Yeah.
how that would be so demeaning to a whole culture, and
Right.
it's very isolating at the same time.
It
And I
is.
thought, my gosh, so all this social media that they said, oh, it's going to bring us together. It's
Well,
actually,
for us it does, but we're unique. But for most people, you're 100%
we've
right.
kind of hijacked it though
We have.
for
We exactly. We turned it on its
like,
head and used the
so what
tool
do you
against
think
them.
about all that?
No, I agree. I mean, and it definitely happens because well, you have the whole COVID thing, and you're physically isolated, and
Mhm.
then you're more dependent on social media. But before that, you had Facebook, you had MySpace, Facebook, and all that stuff, and people are dependent on that. That's how I get a hold of my family and friends, from all this. That's the only way they do it. And so, but you're right in that you are completely alone in that process. I mean, you're engaging with all these people, but you're by yourself. You're not going to, I was talking about this, I think, on Spaces, to where it's like there's nowhere where people congregate anymore.
Mhm.
It used to be, I was working in the nightclub in 1999. It was like that was the place, man. Everybody went. And now it's downtown Peoria is just like dead. There's just nothing
Well, and
there.
Johnny and Public and all them would talk about the night before Thanksgiving, everybody came
Go out.
home, and Wednesday was at the
Exactly.
town pub or the bar or whatever. Everyone was
100%.
there from high school or
Yep.
whatever. And when you're saying this right
Exactly.
now, so many things are going off in my head. There's in my children's generation,
Mhm.
they're even in their marriages, like they don't go out to, well, maybe they do go out together, but they also stay at home and hang out with, which I do the same thing, I guess. I shouldn't
Yeah.
even say my children's. I get on Spaces with my
Right.
friends, and my
I know.
husband's not on there.
That's what we do. I know.
That's what we do, but that's actually kind of isolating or dividing, right? Like, because back in the day, it would be couples going to each other's homes to play
Play
cards or
cards. Yeah. Play
do whatever.
canasta. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Right.
such a
Because I remember that as a child. My aunt and uncle, my grandparents used to do it. Oh yeah, we used to play cards with them every Tuesday. We know them for a long time. But yeah, that's what you did though, because you didn't have those things. You had to be creative and say, hey, we're going to get together on, every Tuesday night at 7, just because, we're sitting at home, but now you can sit at home. I'd rather not go to the bar tonight. I'll just stay home and, swipe left, I mean, and that's what happens. I mean, because you've got all these tools in your hand and, you've got a generation now that's how they meet people. That's how they communicate to people. I mean, I have my youngest daughter in the house texting me. I'm like, what?
I
Seriously.
I do that to
And I'm
Cannon,
like,
but
hey,
it's upstairs and it's
I'm
far.
not going to text all this. I'm going to come talk to you, and it's just like,
I know. I know. But I
but
do the dinner, you know,
right. But I
whatever.
mean, it's a good tool because, okay, if I'm way out here, somewhere wandering around, like I'm apt to do, and she needs to get a hold of me or something, and instead
Yeah.
of going out, and doing that stuff, just like
Yeah.
me, and hopefully I have my phone with me, because I'm prone to leaving it. But yeah, I mean, it brings people together, but it isolates people at the same time. I mean, it really does. Because you don't have, and that's my biggest, not fear, but my biggest concern with humanity is that going forward, we're going to lose. And I talk about it a little bit and allude to it when I have my videos, that you're going to lose that interaction with people and that heartfelt sensory, vibe, and the feelings of being with someone or around a group of people. Because you know how it is. I mean, we get together and it's just like, superpowers, super friends, and it's because there's something special about that. I mean, there just is, that you can't take away, and you can't, AI away, and you can't, robot away, any of that stuff, because at the end of it, you're going to be a very lonely, sad human being, and you don't know it. You might think you're okay, but you're really not okay, because at a deep level, you need that human connection and that frequency and that energy, it's just necessary. I mean, it's just who we are. But there aren't places like that anymore. We don't have, I mean, football games, or stuff like that. But I mean, no, it's different. I mean, it's different now. It's just, and I use the bar analogy, but you just don't see people out as much. I mean, because, and even when they are out there,
used to be, kind of the end of the day and check in with people in the news and whatever. So to what you're saying, another Chase Hughes comment, he said, I didn't know this, but this makes a lot of sense, that the humans were only capable of maintaining 120 to 150 personal relationships, interpersonal relationships.
Yeah.
So then we're flooded with social media with 5,000 people that are our friends on the interweb.
Quit following me. I only want you people to follow me. And it's just like.
But really, to really have a genuine connection, we can only really handle 120 genuine connections and manage those relationships. And so that goes back to the idea of nation states. Or do you see what's happening in not just Ireland, but in Scotland specifically? They not only threw off the Muslims and they were like upset that they were losing their culture and all this, they also tied it to, they said that our, like, I'm going to call it federal, but I don't know what they call it in Scotland, but their overarching government betrayed them by allowing all the infiltrators to come in and exploit and diffuse their culture. And so they're like, you aren't for us. So we are going to go back to almost like a clan kind of, which I don't mean to use that word. Don't get all fucking.
No, that's the right word to use.
But it's a county size or family or church, what churches used to be, meeting in people's homes, community groups, sized groups that know each other and they know what's going on. And you go back to when I learned in foster care training and all that, we didn't even have foster care. They actually, the first time they had to call somebody was because, we had all this big government and everybody's like, well, who do we call? Because the church isn't doing their job anymore and nobody knows each other.
Right.
And so they called literally the animal control to take these children into custody because the community had broken down that much. And people start paying taxes. So I pay my taxes. I shouldn't have to care about that neighbor's kid.
Correct. Yeah, I'm paying enough money. Somebody else should be handling this crap.
Right. We have to go backwards at some point. So I'm excited to see what Scotland's doing, where they're like reclaiming the clans and they're reclaiming their country or their counties. I guess it'd be like counties here. Yeah. And they're saying, big government, you betrayed us. You broke. And if we look at it, the Constitution is a contract.
Correct. It is. It's a contract between we, the people, and the government. We do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. This
and have they kept up their part?
No, they've broken the social contract. And that's the thing. They've completely broken it. I mean, it's over. And so what you're talking about doing is, okay, time to decentralize where we can organize our things and handle our stuff, because you guys aren't doing it. You can't do it.
Failure of contract, breach of contract.
Right.
Like no hard feelings, but breach of contract. You didn't hold up your end of the deal. Time to shake hands, and we're gonna go another direction.
yeah, we're going to take another path here. We're just going, new philosophy, new CEO. You
Mhm.
don't need a CEO though. That's the thing,
Yeah.
because when you're at that clan level, I mean, leaders emerge, and then it's just like in our group. I mean, if you want to learn about a certain thing, oh, go talk to, or go talk
Yes.
to that person about that. And everybody's got there, and everybody knows, and it works fluidly, and it's excellent because, it's like we all have something to offer, and we know who has something to offer. Oh, go ask them, like me, I don't want to talk about that. You flat earth, round earth, go talk to them. And it's just like, I don't care. But I mean, that's how, at that local level, at that small level, that's how you get things done. I
Yeah.
mean, because like you said, you over 120, we got a problem. I don't know who does what and what happens, and I don't know. But I know if I've got this group that we all, okay, I know where to go. And you should have enough skills within 120 people that can fix the pipe, or can fix the electricity, or can do this or do that, or know, a way to do, so yeah,
Well, and they know who is contributing to the community.
correct.
There's a situation here.
Exiled.
Um, there's some people that they want all the benefits of community, but they
Right,
don't want to, they don't want to participate.
right,
They don't want to contribute. And it's
right.
like, well, then if you're a small enough community, everyone knows you aren't paying your
Yes.
dues. You aren't being part of the solution, but you want all the glory and the
All the benefit.
graces of that.
Yeah.
And so then the community can hold them
Right.
accountable
Right.
through like what is my friend I am love? Uh, what's his thought of spending with your money, voting with your money?
Now,
What's
what
it
is
called?
the term? Why can't I think of it?
I
Because we're
don't
on the same wavelength all the time. And if I can't think, you
I
can't,
know. I'm
it's like,
sorry.
you got me all
Anyway,
messed up. Uh, what's the word?
I can't think of the word.
I know. Anyway, you
What's
vote with
I
your
am?
dollars, you vote with your
Vote with your
energy.
dollars, yeah.
It's right there.
So,
Somebody
anyway,
said
we'll
that.
come up with it. But that's that. It's not anarchy.
No, it's something ism.
Oh,
I
it
mean, it's
is an
something,
ism?
I think it's an ism. It's a,
Yet.
yeah, it's not anarchy. That's where I'm going with it too. I,
Like, the main is,
what is it?
and I'm not gonna be able to get all
Come
that
on,
in.
people, help us in the chat here. Where's the clan when we need them?
Agorism, thank you. Aquarian done napping for the win. She's winning.
What was
She's
it?
winning.
Agorism?
Agorism.
Yeah, I'm thinking
You
agoraphobia,
vote
but it's
with your
agorism.
dollars. You say to the community member, you say, you know what, this is not acceptable behavior in our community. We
Mhm.
don't have to punish anyone or hurt them or whatever, but like we are not going to support your business right now
Yeah,
because you're trying to engage in something that you did not participate or you didn't contribute to. You don't get to be a part of it. You don't get
yeah.
to hijack our event or
Mhm.
piggyback off of it and then
Correct.
benefit from it without participating.
Right.
So
And
we
say
all
how
can,
much you bring to the table without actually doing anything that brings it to the
right.
table.
And that was the thing I loved about crypto. Like that when mom explained it to me and I got to see it in Litecoin community specifically,
Mhm.
like we were all more together because it was like I remember when one of our old friends from the foundation, and I was like, I called and talked to him, and I was like asking permission to be Litecoin Lisa. He's like, we're decentralized.
Yeah.
You do whatever. And if you
Whatever.
bring value to it and it wins, then great and great for all of us. And if you don't, then it doesn't. And then no one pays attention to it. That's fine. And so, like, I never understood decentralized community and the power that it has. And it really does create a free market kind of environment because if you bring value, then that brings attention. Well,
Right.
that gains value. So if you all decide, hey, we are a community, whether it's a coin or a project or whatever, and I'm going to put my energy into that because I believe in that or whatever, um, then, oh, it's more and it's bigger. Well, then somebody else is going to put their energy into it and it's more and it's bigger. But instead of it being like only the US dollars, the pie does actually get bigger. And then
Yeah.
we all have more together.
You all benefit. I
Yeah.
mean, and that was the word I was thinking of halfway through this. I was thinking decentralized. What you're saying is we need to decentralize.
Yeah.
because it's more efficient that way. I mean, when you decentralize, the ideas stay there and you problem solve and you do all the things that you're talking about. And then the other thing is energy. I bring it back to the vampires. I always talk about vampires. They have no power if you don't give them energy. And so if somebody's not bringing something to the table, like you said, you don't need to scold them. You don't need to do anything. It's just like you withdraw your energy from them. And that's it. It's like, well, you don't get to play. I mean, and we're not going to, support what you're talking about or what you do because you're not, bringing anything to the table. And so all you have to do is just say, okay, no, I mean, you vote with your energy and you just withdraw it. I mean, relationships, withdraw your energy. I mean, and that's it, done. And it's that way with everything. And if it's not working, if the group's not working, then if everybody just, they take the energy away and then that all goes away. You don't have to, hang them or, draw and quarter them.
Right. Or punish them. Yeah,
Right.
whatever.
No.
They're punishing themselves through their own.
That's punishment enough.
Yeah, through their own actions.
Yeah.
And that's where like it's so
separation from the clan, you're done.
It's so natural to me because like, with all my children and then parenting children that are difficult or have hard backgrounds, have come from hard places. You really had to parent in a way that was where you took away natural consequences. Like you can't just punish them and say, go sit in a corner because you wrote on the wall. Like you have to think about like, okay, where do we write? And you have to have your crayons taken away until you can show me that you can, do this or that correctly or whatever.
And here's
like
a piece of paper, or here's a coloring book. This is where the appropriate place to do it, because when you write it on the wall, I got to clean it.
Or paint
nightmare.
Lord. Yeah. All the things. Oh gosh. All the things I've had on my walls.
Flashbacks.
Over the years. Yeah. Flashbacks. Sorry. Oh man.
Can't wait for those grandbabies, Lisa. I mean,
we'll see.
All the things you never know. So
all the things you'll never know.
Yeah. So anyway, quick thing on community. I received my shipment from Bits Toys, artstoy.org. Big, huge supporter of like,
hold on, I'm gonna make you bigger.
Creates all this stuff. You've got a Lester, I think.
Yes.
So he's got a series of 11 cards that is really freaking cool. I mean, so on the back, you've got the Litecoin thing.
Very nice.
And they're nice in this plastic, and it's got this, all the things. And so, they're all different. And it's a set of 11. Well,
that's so cute.
Yes, he's got all 11, baby.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah. I got it. And you can still get some of the cards on his website. I mean, they're random at this point. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to collect the whole set. You're going to have to buy a lot of cards, but I am one of the, I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah. So tell the website, where do they go to buy the?
Yeah, go to arttoy.org.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's Bits Toys on X. Bits Toys. But yeah, arttoy.org. And I mean, he's always got a bunch of Litecoin stuff. That's where all these Lesters and stuff come from, these sad frogs and my State Marshmallow Man that's on his face.
Yes.
He made some cool stuff. And I mean, that's what I love. It
was an 84 million thing. Okay.
No, well, they're kind of, they work together on certain things.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, he just makes some really cool stuff, and there's one thing that I've been in his ear about making, and so we'll see when that at some point there'll be a new addition to the Westwood Bar.
Oh my goodness, how fun!
Got ideas. Okay. Yeah,
that's cool.
So yeah, it's really cool stuff. These cards are awesome, and there's only 500 that exist, and so if you've got a set of 11, I mean that's kind of cool, and so because there's 11 different. A little
stake in the game.
I got a little something else. Yeah. And then, I was thinking you're talking about comic books last night. So I thought, well, I'll bring this out too. One of the Wishes and Rainbows comics. Oh yeah, baby. I got the goods. I got goods.
Did you get it back, or is that a new one?
No, they were unsolicited or raped, I guess you could say. Unaccosted. So no, I got that one. And I've got the other one too, that I got in Arizona. No, I don't.
You were supposed to be sent some.
No, these aren't new. These are ones I had.
Oh, okay.
No, I got these off eBay. I mean, I got like, oh yeah, I found a deal. I mean, I was watching it and watching it, and then I end up picking a couple of them up. But this one I'm just going to leave in the bar, so when you come, everybody can thumb through it and wreck it and sign it and do whatever you want to it. But just so we've got a copy that people can look at, because
Oh,
when it's
that's so cool. I
graded,
love.
yeah, it's graded. You can't open it up. It's in the
Yeah,
plastic,
I know they are in the.
but
Yeah,
to be read and used. I mean,
yeah. You love books too, yeah. So that
it's
makes
just,
sense.
especially this one, all the connections, with Bix and the Fed and all,
I know
oh, it's
it's
really
so
cool.
cool.
I
Yeah.
love it. Anyway,
Did you notice all the poppies that they were wearing? When was that? When that old guy came out and he was like, "I wish we had never."
poppies.
So there was big screens of poppies. He had a poppy on him, and it was an English guy, and he was like, "I wish."
English Bob? No, I'm just
And he was like, "I wish my friends had never died. Um, we've fought for nothing, whatever." And there was just poppies everywhere.
now. Where was this at? Was it in?
It was in the news during gosh, was it just on Veterans Day or was it
Okay, I must have missed it.
beginning in November? I don't remember. Or maybe it was in October. I don't know. It was recently.
Hmm.
I don't remember that.
I don't know.
The little English guy, and everybody was like heartbroken because here's this 100-year-old man going, "My friends died for nothing,
I
died for
think I
the wrong."
remember you talking about it. I don't know that I ever saw it though, but yeah, I mean that's the sad thing, because it's like, we just had Dick Cheney die, and weapons of mass destruction. And you think about all the lies that we've been told, and all of the, the well-meaning people that are trying to, do the right thing, and defend freedom, liberty, and all the ideals. But then you've got people like that, I
Man,
mean,
is
there's other purposes. I
yeah.
mean, they hijack the narrative and they tell lies. I mean, Colin Powell at the UN, oh, weapons of mass destruction, see this and that, and babies in incubators, and all these things to whip you up emotionally. And it's like, these are real people, and real families that have been broken and lost, and it's generational. And you people have done this. I mean,
Yeah.
what kind of level of evil are we talking about? And well, so I'm hoping that we start exposing that, and so we can all see the truth for what it is and live transparently, and just be honest, be authentic and be done.
Thank you, Kent.
Yeah,
My friend that gave me this hat said he likes my hat. So little
absolutely.
thank you.
And the head that it is upon.
Yeah, I had to wear it today. Which I did get compliments in town. Mom and I had, we sold a big, really nice table and chairs at the store. People are looking for all that stuff for Thanksgiving coming up and all that. And I got compliments on my hat at the store today. So
Very
it was
good.
nice.
Very nice.
They're
Hey,
not the
real quick, to go along with what I was just talking about with the
Yeah.
with the transparency over there. I talked about it in one of the videos, because I just ramble, stream of consciousness stuff. But I was talking about the Ingersoll Lockwood book, the
Yeah.
marvelous journey of Baron Trump, the underground journey of Baron Trump. And there is a race of people down there, for lack of a better way to identify them, they're clear and translucent and transparent. You can see their heart. So what they're thinking and their feelings, because it'll like change a color or flutter more, I think it is. And so that all ties in all these things. But I mean, that's where we need to be. I mean, it really is, to that point to where it's just like, what, just be
Be
completely
transparent.
truthful, and exactly, just be transparent about everything, and we'll all make our decisions. I mean, and you won't even have to make a decision, because it's truth, and you see the truth, and it's just, you understand. And so I don't know, I'm kind of romantic and
No, I'm with you with that because
idealistic.
that whole, do it more efficiently. That's where when you have that exchange in a relationship, peer to peer is the most authentic way. Like
Yeah.
nobody could tell me how my mother loves me
No.
except my mother.
Yeah.
I know how my mother loves me
Right.
because I have a relationship with her. And so that's that peer to peer exchange. And that's the authenticity. And nobody else can authenticate that for me
No.
but me and her.
Yeah.
And so that's where transactions have to get to. And I think that's where Reggie's patents come in. And I think that's the dime, do it more efficiently. I don't know how that plays out exactly, but that's all this middleman stuff, like, and that's what we're seeing with the Nvidia moving money around and borrowing from Peter to steal from Paul to pass it
Right.
around, and Bernie Madoff the thing until
Mhm.
Nancy Pelosi's rich. Like, we're all done with that. We're all
I
really
know.
done with that, you know.
I know.
And so it's time for us to, yeah, a lot of us are like, no, I'd rather be transparent
Yeah.
and
No matter
private.
what it is. I
I
mean,
want
I
to be
don't even
private.
care.
Yeah,
Think about this. You're just relationships, whatever it is, friendships, spouse, whatever, partner. I mean, wouldn't you rather know how that person really feels about you?
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Instead of, hum haul around and do this stuff. But if you could like see their heart and know what it means, and you're like, you know what, they're really not that into me. I mean, wouldn't
Mm,
that be a benefit to you to know that, okay, well, maybe this isn't the right place for me to be. And
right.
and you accept that for what it is, because instead of playing games, you see the truth. And it's like, well, you know what? That doesn't work for me. And it makes it so much easier just to say, okay, well, that's fine. I understand your feelings. I'm going over here, and it's to me, that's just kind of the best way, I mean, it's just no artifices and no hiding and, whatever, wooing and all that,
And life is so very short. I mean, we're all uh, living through it in these seasons, but like, to fake a day with,
Yeah.
you know, somebody that's not genuine with you,
Yeah. Right. I mean,
that's a
it
lot.
would solve a lot of problems. I mean, it really would, because it's just like, it is what it is,
Yeah.
you know?
So we're all for peer-to-peer transactions, transparency, and all those beautiful.
Transparency and truth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there you go.
I think that's where we're going. I think it'll be exciting watching people have these times with their family and friends going into Thanksgiving week. Um, I hope
We've
everybody
seen the
has.
bottom in Litecoin at $80 today. I know I'm going out on a limb.
No, you're good. You're good.
But I said it this morning. I said it hit exactly $80 on Coinbase. I said, that's it. It's going up from here. We're done. So it'll probably be about $70 over the weekend. I'll go borrow money from my parents so I can go buy Litecoin.
And a big welcome home to Giovanni.
Yes.
So glad you're home and safe, and you can harass your dad all through Thanksgiving.
Tell him you want lasagna. Tell him you want,
Yes, give your
garlic
dad
bread
your
and cheesy bread and all that stuff.
Ziti.
Yeah, ziti and whatever,
all the
Just put a little
difficult.
butter around it. Put a little butter around the edge. Anyway.
Mhm, mhm. Yes. Yeah, Giovanni gets all whatever he wants for Thanksgiving this year for sure. All right, you guys. Well, all my love. Are you doing spaces tonight?
Oh, I am. It's scheduled for 8 p.m. Central Time. It's already done. And if you're watching this and you're not in there, I'm going to be upset. No,
Join us.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, we want everyone to join us.
I do love when people come in there and talk, though. I mean, it's really a lot of topics. I mean, everything from health to wealth to everything.
I love that a lot of people that come in talk about solutions. They
Yes.
bring solutions that they want to share with the community. It's
Yep.
it's not a complaining session.
No.
It's like, hey, I tried this works,
Yeah.
or this is working for me, or did you hear about that? It's a lot of problem solving, building towards the future. So it's a really positive group.
Well, there's a 120 limit. Just letting you all know, there ain't no more than 120. No. Keep the clan, at the right manageable size.
120 limit. There you go.
120 limit.
All right. Well, love to you all. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and or Friendsgiving, and we'll see you next week
On Black Friday.